wa rahmatullah. I hope everybody is doing great and up with the program so far. I messed up in last lesson. Actually, in this lesson, I messed up. I forgot to actually put Sod and Dod in this lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and redo it and send you guys the link afterwards. So, this lesson we're going to learn how to use Fatha. Fatha. So, Fatha, pretend this is the letter. Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma. These are the vowels that go on top, below, and on top of each and every letter to create a sound. So, last lesson we learned Fatha, the usage of Fatha. Now let's go back and put the Fatha on each letter again. Alif with a Fatha is A. Ba, Fatha, Ba. Ta, Fatha, Ta. Tha, Fatha, Tha. Jim, Fatha, Ja. Ha, Fatha, Ha. Kha, Fatha, Kha. Dal, Fatha, Da. Dhal, Fatha, Dha. Ra, Fatha, Ra. Za, Fatha, Za. Sin, Fatha, Sa. Shin, Fatha, Sha. Sad, Fatha, Sa. Dad, Fatha, Da. طا فتحة طا ظا فتحة ظا عين فتحة ع غين فتحة غا فا فتحة فا قاف فتحة قاف كاف فتحة كا لام فتحة لا ميم فتحة ما نون فتحة نا واو فتحة و ها فتحة ها حمزة فتحة أ يا فتحة يا. Notice that Hamza and Alif sound the same. Okay, so they're basically twins. Okay, um, and the sound of a fatha has a short a sound, while some of them, if it's on a heavy letter, it has the a sound. A. So let's go. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sound these out instead of just spelling it. Okay, I'm just gonna give you the sound with the fatha. So a, ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, kha. Notice this is heavy. Kha. Da, dha, ra, za, sa, sha, sa, da, ta, va, a, gha, fa, qa, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, a, ya. Now, before we start, I want to go ahead and identify the letters. So this is one word, okay? So each of these here are words. And in order to know how to read the words, you need to identify the letters within the words. Now, in our extra video, we learned that dal and ra are one-way connectors, meaning that anything could connect to it, but it cannot connect to anything else. So dal cannot connect to ra, okay? And ra cannot connect to sin. So this, we know this is dal. Dal with a fatha would be a short da sound. Ra with a fatha would be ra. So put these together would be dara, dara. Okay, it has to be together. You need to read it together instead of separately. Don't say da ra, but dara, dara. Sin fatha sa. Together would be darasa. These here as well as separate. Waw and dal are one-way connectors, and so they do not connect to anything. So waw with a fatha would be, make the fatha a little better. Wa. Dal with a fatha would be da. Put wa and da together, it becomes wada. Wada. Not wa da, but wada. Ain with a fatha would be a. Wa, da, and a would be wada'a. Wada'a. This here we talked about, this is kaf, okay? So this is kaf. Kaf is right here, okay? So kaf. Kaf, when it looks like this, it actually comes at the end of a word instead of a beginning. Beginning of a word, it looks like this. We talked about this in our extra video. So kaf with a fatha would be a short ka sound. Here, if we look at any other letter, the only letter that we can find with teeth would be sin and sheen, but sheen has 3 dots, so we're gonna go with sin. So ka and Sin with a fatha would be sa. Ka and sa would be kasa. Kasa. Here, one dot. What letter has one dot below it? The only letter that we can think of is ba and jim. But it cannot be jim because jim starts off like this, okay? So it has to be ba. So ba. Ba, fatha, ba. Ka, sa, and ba put together would be kasaba. Kasaba. Okay. We should be familiar with this letter. This is dal with a fatha would be da. Now let's try to identify this letter. If we go through the list, the only letter that looks similar to this part of the letter would be here. Kha. Kha. So kha with a fatha would be kha. Da and kha would be dakha. Dakha. Not dakha, but you would have to read it together. It would be dakha. This, very obvious, is lam. So lam with a fatha would be la. Da, kha, and la would be dakhala. Dakhala. Moving along, let's try to identify this right here. Remember, each letter in the Arabic alphabet resembles its original letter, except probably for kaf right here. Okay, it doesn't resemble kaf one bit. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Nothing. Okay, doesn't resemble it. So here it resembles this part of the letter, ayn. Ayn, fatha, a. Here, one dot below, we know it's ba. So ba, fatha, ba, a and ba together becomes aba, aba. This here is dal, okay, dal. Dal, fatha, da, a, ba, and da put together becomes abada, abada. This letter should be familiar to us by now, right here, okay, with teeth. Sin, sin, fatha, sa. This here looks like this. It has to be one of its triplets. So this is kha, then this must be jim. Jim, fatha, ja. Sa and ja becomes saja. Saja. This, we keep on running to, would be dal. Dal, fatha, da. So sa, ja, and da put together becomes sajada. Sajada. Alright? So make sure when you read these letters, okay, make sure when you read them you give it a short sound. Okay? Short sound. Make sure you don't prolong it, because if you do prolong it, the whole meaning changes. Assalamu alaikum. See you next time.